Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FB, Facebook. We will take a look at the daily time frame. From a disclosure perspective, I do own Facebook in my retirement accounts from the long side, so just keep that in mind as I progress through the video. Now, I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Quite the eventful day was in the news. Volume showed up in a big way, and the bears showed up in a big way. And from a trading perspective going forward, there's definitely some interesting dynamics here that are playing out. And the big dynamic that occurred today revolves around the pink line right here, which on my chart denotes the very famous 200-day simple moving average. And that dynamic is, the power of charts right there. And this is why you can only laugh when people say, oh, charts are a scam, charts don't work, or whatever. What a coincidence, how the price was falling and falling and falling and falling. And then it just happened to bounce right from that area. Now, don't get me wrong. Are charts perfect? No, nothing is perfect. But, for some to sit there and say, no, the charts have no room at all. Charts are totally worthless. I mean, that's just pure ignorance, and here's a great example of it. So charts are definitely something that needs to be in your tool belt as a trader. But that's a very important level, and I bring that up not because I'm trying to come across like that's some sort of great discovery on my part, but if you have even just a basic understanding of charts and use charts, you took notice of that today, and you see that going forward. And I bring that up because when a lot of eyeballs are watching and wondering the same exact thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, that can produce some very interesting and pretty dynamic price movements. So you better believe a whole lot of people are watching that 200-day moving average going forward. And right now that value is right around 161.39. So let's just call it 161.50 to keep it a little bit easier to remember. So 161.50, definitely a level that a lot of people, like I said, will be watching. Now, in the event the price does not hold above that 200-day simple moving average, then the next level to keep an eye on would be down there right around about 159, and that is essentially the bottom portion of this whole sideways range that occurred right here. So in all actuality, there's kind of just a little miniature support zone right here from, like I said, 160-150 down to 159. So right there, you could easily call that a support zone. If that support zone does not hold, then while there is no such thing as a guarantee in the market, it would not be shocking at all to see the price go down to right around the 150 mark and close this gap from right here. Again, not a guarantee, no such thing as a guarantee, but, not exactly a gutsy call on my part or anything to say that, if this support zone doesn't hold, the price could then I don't want to say quickly, but, could very easily drift down to the 150 mark and at least test that area of support. So keep an eye on those couple levels going forward. And really right now, at least in my opinion, and from a trading perspective, these are the levels I'll be watching. But priority number one right now is not really breaking levels of resistance, which is why I'm not going to talk about any. It's just trying to stabilize out because there's a lot of downwards pressure on this one right now. There's no doubt about that. So as the course of this week plays out, we'll see if this was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction or if this was the start of something bigger. And the easiest way to see if, was it the start of something bigger? Let's see how it reacts around these areas of support. So a lot of eyeballs going to be watching right around, this support zone right here. So let's see if it can hold up or not. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.